Alabama's pre-K has been ranked #1 by NEAR for the last 8 years. And here in Mobile County, we are extremely proud of our pre-K program. We have a total of 54 pre-K classes, which are Title I and or state-funded pre-K. And we also have 23 special education-funded preschool classes.
If I take this out, now what happens?
The mission of the Mobile County Public School System is to graduate prepared and productive citizens. So when we think about pre-K, readiness, and with our 4-year-olds, they will graduate prepared, because studies have shown that students who attend high-quality pre-K programs are more likely to graduate and graduate on time. So we have extremely high expectations for our 4-year-olds. So we will prepare them for life beyond pre-K.
We sat down and we looked at the research behind the first class pre-K. And then we also looked at what that meant for the children and the brain development of our 4-year-olds, so that what we were doing was developmentally appropriate, and that it also prepared our children with a foundation that their college and career readiness could stand on, and a foundation that was solid enough so that our children could problem solve, that they were self-disciplined, that they understood the language component and how to communicate with one another, how to work with peers, as well as how to communicate with adults. Because we were seeing that there was, a larger gap with the children that we have here with their communication skills than those of other areas. So not only did we do that, but we embraced that brain research of knowing that the environment that we create for our children every day can alter their destiny and their destination and success level. And so we want to make sure that what we give them on a daily basis is the very best.
I feel like Waterford is a program that provides young children with a very solid foundation, phonemically, mathematically, and in science as well. So with this foundation, it gives our teachers the ability to build on the foundation so that students will be very solid students in reading, math, and science and beyond. So with the foundation that we have in place for these children, our children soar.
Waterford in the pre-K classroom in Mobile County. Reading, science, math. You will see Waterford from the standpoint of the students because they have laptops located within their centers, and you will see the students rotating through the centers. But you will also see that even when they are not in center time, you may see a student getting tapped on the shoulder because it's their time for Waterford. Then you may also see large group because the teacher will have classroom advantage and she's doing a smart board lesson, or better yet, she's using some of the materials from Waterford because there's a very large reading library that comes along with it. And you may also see at the end of the day, you may see some of our 4-year-olds with their Waterford backpacks with the reading books that go home with them with their assignment to read at home with the parents. And this year we're really excited. We may also see in the Waterford classroom, if a student has free time with an iPad, they're on the Waterford app. And better yet, we have parents this year who we have signed up for the at-home access for Waterford. Waterford adds to the high quality piece because it is a high quality, developmentally appropriate curriculum. And by NEAR standards, pre-K, you must use a developmentally appropriate curriculum. You must have high quality professional development, ongoing professional development to support the program.
When I click Smart Start, watch how this is going to change.
Working with Donna Jo Webb here at Just For, she comes in on a regular basis. She meets with our teachers, and just like where the program meets our children's needs, Donna Jo meets our teachers' needs. She truly differentiates her professional development for our teachers. If they're novice teachers, she takes them at that level. She shows them how to get started. She works, with our seasoned teachers, our veteran teachers that have used Waterford since we've purchased it here in Mobile County. And so, but she's always bringing something to light. She truly differentiates it. So if they have the basics and the basic components working, then she'll say, let me show you the next level. Let me show you something else you can try.
Every child has an IEP, an individualized education plan. Waterford gives us that capability. That is what we also use when we sit down with our parents to conference with them. You can let a parent know, hey, this is where your child is at, this is what they're doing, and this is what they need help with. And then we can even go and pull some resources to show, hey, this is what you can do at home to help your child.
Waterford is nice because every individual student that gets on there progresses at their own rate. If they don't get a skill, then they get to go back and they relearn it. And sometimes it teaches them a different way. And they finally get the concept in the end. I run a report every Friday. And on Fridays and over the weekend, I study it to see what they didn't get when they take their assessments. And then from there, I turn on Classroom Advantage and I can build them a playlist all on their own. And then they can practice that same skill either with me or with my pair to see why they're not getting it. And if they still don't get it, then we can try it a different way until they master that skill. And Waterford doesn't move on and leave them behind. They stay right there with them and guide them through the process.
Now you count the syllables in the word spider. Say it with me. Spider.
We see those benefits with Waterford more than anyone can ever believe. You know, last year with the universal screeners that we were using, we monitor the Waterford usage on a regular basis, and we set goals each quarter for where we want our teachers to be. Donna Jo monitors that as well as I do. Our teachers monitor themselves, and they set their goals. You know, we have our overall goals that we want everybody to meet, and then our teachers set individual goals. And Donna Jo works with them to do that. But what we've noticed from looking at last year's data was the children, the classrooms that had, you know, the strongest Waterford usage, those who used Waterford more, those children had reached the school readiness on our universal screeners. And the classrooms that didn't meet their goals with their Waterford usage didn't have as many students reach that school readiness. So we know that they go hand in hand with our program. It reinforces what we're doing, and it takes our kids to the next level where we want them to be.
That's right.
Very good. All right.
Their brains take in every little bit, and you can really see them, watch them grow. They do it when they play, they do it when they're learning in whole group, they do it on the computer. They'll have their headphones on and they'll just shout and scream, I did it, my egg hatched, that's a pea. And it's exciting to watch.
I have seen what Waterford can do from the student standpoint, and that's why we do it. We actually get to see our students show increase, gradual increase, because we watch them from the beginning. And Waterford, on the other hand, provides the data that's needed. We had to have a data source. When you're putting millions of dollars into pre-K, someone, somewhere along the way, wants to know, well, how do you know it's working? Well, how do we know it's working? We know the kids are happy. We know our teachers are happy. We see what's going on in the classroom. So we needed some data to back up what we knew was taking place in the classroom, but we had to have a data source. So the data source to show the progress, it's working, what our students are doing, and also what our teachers were doing in the classroom and how it all worked together to align with the Alabama Early Learning Standards. And remember, we want our students prepared. So with Waterford, we could see what were we doing to prepare them